Yo gamers, this is Legendarma TV. Happy New Year everyone! The start of 2024, we will begin with an ultimate gearing guide. I have been receiving quite a ton of requests, given that my previous guide got outdated and also I was too slow, so it took a considerate amount of time. However, before we delve into gearing process in Vindictus in 2024, there will be a disclaimer. So the disclaimer is pretty straightforward. The director of Vindictus, Alanon, recently announced that level cap expansion will occur in the summer of this year. Currently, the free gear that you can receive is Milition, level 105. And with the new level cap, there is 95% chance that it will be replaced with free Ardri gear, level 110. So I was hesitant to create this guide, but then figured it will still be relevant until new level expansion. And once the latter will happen and the prices settle down, it will be quite easy to update this guide. Please be advised that this gearing guide mostly focuses on brand new players and casual returnees within at least first 7 months of 2024. And is aimed to reach quick battle requirements without spending too much gold. Make sure to get bath soap buff from the hot springs, as it will provide a nice boost of stats for 90 minutes. Also, make sure you keep an eye on the events that are happening monthly in the game. Events like Golden Time, that happens at winter and summer, and rental events will help you build your character way faster, so in some cases you would be able to deviate from the guide and avoid extra expenses. Please enjoy. So for this guide we will use my Tessa. She's level 110, has some titles that increases her magic attack, plus roster vanguard buff, and outfit skin stats. We're going to subtract all of that to make it fair. So 3000 attack, 650 defense, 2 balance, 1 crit, and 500 ALR. Also, if it's a fresh character, you will have access to Kitty Necklace and Kitty Brooch from the play guide that will provide a little bit of stats as well, but we won't include them since they expire after 30 days. In order to make this guide easy to navigate, we will divide it into stages. Stage 1. Once you leveled up all your abilities to the max, make sure you invest the rest of your AP into such skills as Strength or Intelligence Mastery, depending on your character, Defense Mastery, and Critical Rate. These skills will permanently increase your attack, defense, and crit rate. Stage 2. If you have extra AP in your pocket, visit Urnmass in the Colhan Inn and purchase AP Shop Renewal Necklace and Crimson Blade Epaulet. These will further increase your attack and defense by 800. Both of them only last 1 week, but you can repurchase them every weekly reset with earned AP, so technically they will never expire. Stage 3. Now that we leveled our skills and put on the AP items, it is time to equip our free gear. Once you reach level 105, the play guide will offer you a level 105 support box. Open it and equip all of the items. Intermission 1. Now let's check our stats. Remember that I will subtract some extra stats. We should currently be around 37k attack, 22k defense, 184 critical, and 88 balance. At this point, we will barely be able to reach Ragnahim requirements. Stage 4. The Book of Ardri. If you noticed, the free gear box did not have an offhand item, and it's a large loss of stats. Quick note, if you play Fiona, you will need to craft Ardri Shield, Ardri Focus for Arisha, and Ardri Grand Targe if you're playing a Kel. In order to craft the Book of Ardri, you must be level 110, and will have to conquer Rommel in the Battle Royal Castle Topaz Hall. Since you won't be able to reach the quick battle requirements for it yet, you can ask people around to help you kill him once through the board or circuit so you can unlock the recipe. The materials needed for the book are quite cheap, so the gold you've earned through leveling will be more than enough to buy them and then craft the book at Bryn in Colhan. Stage 5. Redeemers. Now this is always very scary, especially for new players, because these battles are a part of endgame and you will definitely get your butt kicked there multiple times. But do not be afraid to go in. Redeemers have a completion meter that you can find in your character tab. Once you defeat Nimade, Balor, or Bridget, their respective meter will raise by 25% and unlock permanent stats for you. Since you can only run each Redeemer 2 times per week, you will only reach 50% on your first week of playing at end level. People run Redeemers quite often, so keep an eye on the server chat if people are hosting these battles, and feel free to join them. Intermission 2. Now that we got a Book of Ardri and cleared Redeemers, we have gained a large amount of stats. About 41,000 attack, 24,500 defense, 204 critical, and 88 balance. With these stats, we can freely run all of level 105 battles on Quick Battle. Now, To reach the first level 110 raid, we will need extra crit, balance, and additional damage. Stage 6. 4th Redeemer, Laura. Upon going through the story of Season 4, you will encounter the last Redeemer, Laura. Her completion meter goes very slow, only 4% per clear, but if you defeat her twice, your meter will go up to 8%, and thus will provide you with extra 500 attack and 4 critical rate. Stage 7. Kitty items. Since you will eventually lose your kitty necklace and brooch from Play Guide after 30 days, it will be wise to purchase the regular non-expiring kitty jewelry. If you have spare gold, you can buy a blue kitty brooch that will provide 1 extra crit. If not, simply settle with kitty brooch and kitty necklace. They are dirt cheap. You might also ask, what do we buy them for? And this will be our next step. Stage 8. Infusing. Throughout your journey, you will earn Seals of Bravery. Do not spend them on anything until this point. If you go to Seal Shop, you will find Critical Rate +1 and Balance +1 stones there. You will need 400 Seals of Bravery to purchase 8 stones to infuse them into your earring, weapon, book, necklace, brooch, left ring, belt, and right ring. Distribute the infusions at the 4-to-4 rate, so 4 infusions with +1 crit and 4 infusions with +1 balance. Alternatively, if you're in a guild, you can also purchase these stones with guild seals to speed up the process. Stage 9. Enhancing Militia. Once you acquire 160 extra Seals of Bravery, you can purchase restorative runes in the Seal Shop. Use 1 weapon rune to 100% enhance your weapon to +13, and 5 armor runes to boost your armor pieces to +13 as well. This will provide the necessary additional damage, attack, and a little bit of defense. Stage 10. Usurper's Compass. Your character has a compass slot. You can simply purchase a green compass on the market, and also purchase a Calm enchant scroll for it. Once you apply Calm on the compass, you will gain a nice quality of life in form of extra SP gain, and also 250 attack, 1 crit, and 5 balance. This is a huge upgrade. Stage 11. Iron Lacher. This piece of content might be quite annoying to work on, but it's worth in the long run. Complete the daily battles there and try to earn silver and no potion medals. Simply defeat the bosses before they defeat you, making sure you don't use any potions. Iron Lacher is a very good place to learn your character better and get used to overall gameplay. Upon finishing all battles with silver and no potion medals, you will be awarded with permanent 1 crit and 3 balance stats. Intermission 3. After you complete stages 6 to 11, your stats should look like this: 43,000 attack, 25,000 defense, 4,800 additional damage, 214 critical rate, 100 balance, and 162 counterforce. With these stats, you will unlock Rommel, the first level 110 raid. This leads us to our last goal, first level 115 raid, which is Irison. Stage 12. Ardri weapon and Ardri armor. No matter how hard you will try to squeeze the stats out of free gear, eventually you will have to replace it. Once you have access to Rommel and all of the level 105 raids, Royal Army raids, and Red Moon's energy, farm your way to create an Ardri weapon first. Naberius, Milo, Cessair, and Enoch will require way more crit, counterforce, and additional damage, so you will have to keep up. First, use Chaotic and Valor enchant scrolls on your Ardri weapon. These scrolls will provide a huge upgrade to your crit and balance. After that, work on enhancing your Ardri weapon, ideally up to +15, while also slowly working on the armor pieces. Quick note, if you complete Stage 8 of the Play Guide in the game, you will get a free +12 Ardri armor piece of your choice. Full Ardri set being at +13 on the armors and +15 on the weapon will cover all the additional damage requirements up to Irison. But since Ardri weapon will only have mid-rolls on its ores, you will have to synthesize the pieces to increase the crit and balance further. You can also apply the same scrolls you had on your free gear onto your Ardri armors. Or if you happen to get rich through farming, replace them with better scrolls. The choice is yours. Stage 13. Counterforce. This part is quite easy and straightforward. All your free gear accessories can be enhanced up to +18 without failing. Whenever you lack Counterforce for the next level 110 boss, simply enhance them further. Full +18 free accessories will provide enough Counterforce to enter Irison. Intermission 4. With fully synthesized +15 Ardri weapon, scrolled +13 Ardri armor, and +18 accessories, you will almost reach Irison quick battle requirements. Here, if you followed the guide to a T, you will most likely lack 3 critical rate and perhaps some attack and defense. In order to raise the attack and defense further, you can synthesize your Ardri armor, apply a quality coupon on your weapon, purchase copper bracelets and slot them with fine gems, use bath soap or scroll your book. In case of missing critical rate, you can either replace some of your +1 crit infusions with +2 crit infusions, finish Gold Iron Lacher, finish lore progression, or install better scrolls. And lastly, future gearing. If you followed this guide and were able to reach Irison on Quick Battle, congratulations! Hopefully throughout this video you've got to understand the core of gearing up a character in Vindictus and how it goes further. I have made a route for you guys with the least amount of spending your hard-earned gold, while also allowing you to see new content and have a somewhat smooth flow of progression. Now, there are still bosses after Irison, and their requirements get even more ridiculous, to the point where your Ardri weapon you work so hard for will fall behind. At that point, you will be forced to upgrade to Orna gear. The problem with Orna gear, however, is that it's extremely expensive and frustrating, since Orna pieces use a new type of the elixir to enhance, and these elixirs cost 4 to 5 million gold, and you will eventually need 8 to 10 elixirs per enhance level. Also, since I mentioned it in the disclaimer tab, we don't know yet if Ardri gear will be made free, and will they adjust Orna gear to be more available for the new players, so we will have to see. But if you're up for a ride, then well, work on your Orna gear. Get the Orna book, replace all the old scrolls with the newer ones, replace your free accessories and enhance them, work on your Vanguard buff, purchase a skin for extra balance, upgrade your Usurper compass, and so on and so forth. And that's it for today covering gearing in Vindictus in 2024. I will release an update to this guide at summer once we get the new level expansion, but until then, I hope this video will be quite useful for any new or returning player. Should you have any further questions, leave them in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching. Love you 3000, stay safe, and see you next time.